Have you ever wondered what it really takes to become a millionaire? Is it flashy cars, designer clothes, fancy watches and mansions? Not quite. In The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley, the truth about millionaires is far more surprising and inspiring. Most millionaires don't live extravagant lifestyles. Instead, they quietly build their wealth through discipline, hard work, and smart financial habits. In this video, I'm going to break down the 6 key lessons from that book that can transform the way you think about money. By the end, you'll see that becoming a millionaire might be more achievable than you think. By the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Greg Hardy, and this channel revolves around basic day-to-day personal finance topics and tips that will hopefully lead you to financial freedom. In The Millionaire Next Door, Thomas Stanley introduces 2 key terms to describe how people manage their wealth. PAWs are prodigious accumulators of wealth, and UAWs are under accumulators of wealth. These terms highlight the differences between those who build significant wealth over time and those who struggle to save despite earning a high income. A PAW is someone who saves diligently and has a net worth higher than what you would expect based on their income and age. They prioritize living below their means, budgeting, and investing wisely. PAWs focus on building financial security instead of spending to impress others. For example, a PAW might drive a reliable used car and live in a modest home, even if they earn a high salary, because they prioritize saving and investing. In contrast, a UAW earns a good income but spends most of it, leaving little for saving or investments. They often focus on maintaining a high status lifestyle, like buying expensive cars, clothes, or homes. While they may look wealthy, their net worth is much lower than it should be. UAWs often fall into the trap of living paycheck to paycheck, even with a substantial income. The takeaway? To become a PAW, focus on building wealth through smart financial habits and resist the temptation to overspend. Your financial success isn't just about how much money you earn, it's about how much you save and grow over time. Now guys, if you're finding value in this video so far and are into growing your wealth and making smarter financial decisions, I ask that you hit that like button and also subscribe to this channel. It really helps this channel grow, and it also gets this information out to more people. Thank you. Living below your means is one of the most important habits for building wealth. The secret to many millionaires isn't how much money they earn, it's how much they save. They don't spend all of their money on fancy cars, big houses, or designer clothes. Instead, they live modestly and focus on growing their wealth over time. Most Americans, about 66% of them, say they're living paycheck to paycheck, according to a survey by MarketWatch. And almost half of all adults, 48%, straight up say they feel broke. Here's the crazy part. Even a 6-figure salary doesn't seem to cut it anymore. With nearly half of all people making $100,000 or more say that they still are living paycheck to paycheck. And if you think earning $200,000 would solve that problem, think again. Over a third of those folks say that they're in the same boat. Many millionaires drive reliable used cars instead of buying brand new luxury models. They choose practical clothes instead of chasing the latest trends. They avoid wasting money on things that they just simply don't need, which helps them to save more and invest for their futures. They understand that financial security is more important than impressing other people is. The main lesson here is simple. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you're spending it all. Focus on keeping more of what you earn by living within your means. This doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life, but it does mean being smart about your spending so that you can build a secure financial future. Budgeting and planning are powerful tools for building wealth. Most millionaires don't just spend money without thinking. They have a plan for every dollar. They set clear financial goals, like saving for retirement or investing in their future. And they stick to a budget to make it happen. This focus helps them to stay on track no matter what life throws at them. One key habit is tracking their spending. By knowing exactly where their money goes, they can cut out wasteful expenses and put more towards savings and investments. It's not about being perfect, but it is about being intentional with every decision. Millionaires understand that every small step adds up over time, turning good habits into big results. You want to follow their example, start with a simple plan. Write down your income and expenses and set aside money for saving and investing first. This approach will help you stay in control of your finances and move closer to financial independence. Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about building a habit that works for you. Self-employment and entrepreneurship play a big role in wealth building. In The Millionaire Next Door, Thomas Stanley found that many millionaires are business owners. They don't rely on a regular paycheck. They create value by running their own companies. For example, one millionaire in the book owned a small welding business, while another ran a pest control company. These weren't glamorous jobs, but they provided steady income and long-term financial success. You don't have to start your own business to benefit from this mindset. Millionaires often think like entrepreneurs by being resourceful and disciplined. They look for opportunities to solve problems, manage their money wisely, and reinvest profits into growing their wealth. Even if you work a regular job, you can apply this approach by starting a side hustle or just finding ways to improve your skills and income. The key takeaway is to focus on creating value and thinking long term. So whether it's running your own business or simply managing your finances like a CEO, adopting this mindset can help you achieve financial independence. Remember, wealth often comes from smart decisions and hard work, not just luck or big salaries. You might not be the CEO of a business, but you are the CEO of your home and finances. Avoiding status symbols is a key habit of millionaires. This book reveals that most wealthy people don't waste money trying to look rich. Instead of buying flashy cars or designer clothes, they focus on what really matters: building financial security. For example, many millionaires in the book drove older cars and lived in modest homes, even though they could afford much more. This mindset comes from valuing independence over appearances. Millionaires know that showing off wealth doesn't actually make you rich. In fact, it often does the opposite. Spending money to keep up with the Joneses leads to debt and stress, not financial freedom. Instead, they avoid unnecessary expenses and invest their money wisely, which helps them to grow their wealth over time. The lesson here is simply don't fall into the trap of impressing others. Focus on your own financial goals instead of worrying about what other people think. By living below your means and prioritizing long-term security, you can build real wealth and enjoy the freedom that comes with it. My wife and I have been pre-marriage mentors for a few years now through our church, so this section really impacted me. The Millionaire Next Door emphasizes the important role that marriage plays in wealth building. Many millionaires have strong, supportive marriages where both partners share similar values around money and financial goals. Couples who work together toward financial security are much more likely to accumulate wealth over time. One key point from the book is that many millionaires are married to people who are financially responsible and who prioritize saving and living within their means. Having a partner who is also focused on building wealth can make a significant difference. Stanley found that spouses who share the same financial mindset tend to accumulate wealth much more effectively because they're both committed to the same goals, whether it's budgeting, saving for retirement, or just investing wisely. Thomas Stanley also highlights the idea that a stable, supportive marriage can contribute to long-term financial success. Wealthy couples tend to work together to avoid debt, live below their means, and invest wisely. In contrast, couples who argue or disagree about money often face challenges in building wealth. So aligning financial goals and maintaining a healthy, cooperative relationship can help foster the wealth-building habits that millionaires follow. Teaching financial literacy to the next generation is a priority for many millionaires. This book highlights how wealthy families pass down good money habits. Instead of just giving children their money, they teach them the value of hard work, saving, and smart spending. For example, one millionaire taught his kids to save a portion of every dollar they earned, instilling discipline and a long-term mindset from a very early age. Millionaires also emphasize the importance of living within your means. They encourage their children to avoid debt, make thoughtful spending choices, and to invest. This approach helps their children understand that financial freedom comes from making smart decisions, not from luck or from handouts. These lessons create a foundation for building wealth that can last for many generations. So if you want to follow their example, start by having honest conversations about money with your kids. Teach them how to budget, save, and set financial goals. By showing them the value of managing money wisely, you're giving them a skill that will benefit them for the rest of their life. Financial literacy isn't just about numbers, it's about building habits that lead to independence and success. The millionaires that were studied aren't just wealthy, they're intentional, disciplined, and focused on long-term goals. The Millionaire Next Door proves that wealth is less about luck or high income and more about mindset and habits. So if you want to join the ranks of the financially independent, start by embracing these principles. Remember, the millionaire lifestyle isn't about spending big, it's about thinking smart. If you want to learn more about growing your wealth, then check out this video right here. But before you do that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope you liked this video and that you got something out of it. I'll see you in the next one.